Don't make a movie for everybody. Make the movie you want to make. That's something successful filmmakers will tell you. And I kind of agree with that. You shouldn't make movies or any form of art with the intention of pleasing everybody. Movies like that usually end up not pleasing anybody. But when you make the movie you truly want to make, it might end up pleasing everybody. It's rare, but it happens. Like the Shawshank Redemption.
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over. That was my first impression of the man.
What do you say, Ren?
I've never met anyone who hated this movie. I've recommended movies to friends that I really thought they would love, and they just didn't see it the way I saw it. Or in some cases, they ended up not liking it at all. But everyone I've recommended the Shawshank Redemption to has absolutely loved it. Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Why does everyone love the Shawshank Redemption? Because it has everything. Hear me out. The Shawshank Redemption is a movie that speaks to everyone, regardless of who you are, why you watch movies, and how you watch movies. It's stateless, yet it fits into any state, as good as it can. It's both lighthearted and deep. It's the kind of movie that you watch and it stays with you forever. Maybe that's because of the positive messages.
You need it so you don't forget.
Forget.
Forget that there are places in the world that aren't made out of stone, that there's something inside that they can't get to, that they can't touch. It's yours.
What are you talking about?
Hope.
Or maybe it's because of how clarifying it is.
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
Or maybe it's because of how it explores America's prison system in a palatable yet decisive manner.
But I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, you get so you depend on them. That's institutionalized. Shit.
Or maybe it's just because it's a freaking good movie that, even if you don't find any of the things I just mentioned relatable, you're still going to thoroughly enjoy watching.
I got one. Look.
Hey, Wood, that isn't soapstone. That ain't alabaster either.
What are you, a fucking geologist?
He's right.
Well, what the hell is it then?
A horse apple.
Bullshit.
Oh, horse shit. Petrified.
Jesus.
Let's start with it just being a freaking good movie. In Hollywood, you rarely see cases where the movie tells a story better than the source it was adapted from. The Shawshank Redemption is one of those rare cases. It picked up a nuanced and centered novella and turned it into a fleshed out movie that is more purposeful and interesting than the source without veering away from the source. It just connected elements that were already within the story in a way that is very intriguing and cohesive. For instance, it broadened the role of minor characters to the extent that one even became a prominent villain. And it did this while still ensuring every character was well written and well acted.
Hey, anybody come at you yet? Anybody get to you yet? Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you. Hey. Hard to get. I like that.
The acting was particularly impressive because even the most minor character, who had very few scenes, killed it when needed.
This is $200. In addition, the library district has
But what makes this movie timeless transcends the fact that it's just a well-made movie with excellent acting across the board. What truly makes it timeless is the positivity it exudes. First, it's a story about courage. A guy found himself in a violent prison for a crime he didn't commit, and in his first 2 years there, he was constantly getting raped by a group of bookworm. This was a rising star in the world of finance, and to go from being a top banker to being trapped in this violent institution within 2 years is pretty tough. But what does this guy do?
This lawyer fella says to me, your brother died a rich man, oil wells and shit. Close to $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah. Fucking incredible how lucky some assholes get.
Jeez Louise, you gonna see any of that?
35,000. That's what he left me.
Dollars?
Yep.
Holy shit, that's great. That's like winning the sweepstakes. Isn't it?
Dumb shit, what do you think the government's gonna do to me?
He saw an opportunity, or you could call it a death sentence if you actually remember how loco the guy is. But he took it.
Terrible fucking luck, huh?
Crying shame. Some people really got it awful. Andy, you nuts. Keep your eyes on your mouth, man.
Your tit till it's purple. The man never gets a break, that's the truth. He said rich get himself killed.
Keep telling no.
Some brother. Shit.
Hey!
Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife?
Oh, that's funny. You're gonna look funnier sucking my dick with no teeth.
What I mean is, do you think she'd go behind your back, try to hamstring you?
That's it. Step aside, Mert. This fucker's having himself an accident.
You don't push him off the roof. Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
What did you say?
He had the courage to do it, and that one move changed his trajectory. He went from being the guy with the high probability of ending up as a potential homicide or suicide victim to being the guy you wouldn't dare touch because he became invaluable to the warden and the guards.
Two things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again.
And that wasn't the only instance of him being courageous. The whole movie is littered with courageous acts. Like when he started writing a weekly letter to the state senate so that they could assign funds to renovate the prison library. And after he got the funds, he started writing 2 letters per week because he thought if they could assign funds, they could assign more.
Good for you, Andy.
It only took 6 years. From now on, I'll write 2 letters a week instead of 1.
I believe you're crazy enough.
That's courage. But it's also a movie about friendship. Andy and Red are such a good example of a healthy male relationship. It's actually unbelievable that this movie came out in 1994 because it had all the characteristics you now expect a good friendship to have. And 1994 was like a completely different world from now. It's not one of those movies that had toxic elements you have to excuse by making an argument that it came out in the 90s, an era when such elements were normal. And I'm not saying such things make those movies bad or less great. But the point here is just about how the Shawshank Redemption is. It lacks any form of extravagance, yet it is absolutely timeless.
Here. Little parole rejection present. Go ahead and open it. I had to go through one of your competitors. I hope you don't mind. I wanted to be a surprise.
It's very pretty, Andy. Thank you.
Their friendship was written in a way that just feels normal. They were very thoughtful towards each other. They shared their problems. And they never forget important things about each other, which you could see in the gifts they shared. It's always something very valuable. I mean, in prison, there are only so many gifts you can share, right? And they looked out for each other.
Yes, sir. Andy was a regular cottage industry. In fact, it got so busy at tax time, he was allowed a staff.
Hey, Red, can you hand me a stack of 1040s?
Got me out of the wood shop a month out of the year, and that was fine by me.
But was also a movie about hope. In fact, the hope element is what the movie has become famous for. For instance, the oak tree where Andy left a note for Red became a symbol of hope and attracted thousands of visitors annually until it was split by lightning and later destroyed by the wind. This picture from the moment when he escaped from the prison has become an iconic symbol of hope and courage. hope team is also what resonates the most about the movie. Because if you're in prison for a life sentence, how do you live purposefully? You hope. You hope that if you stay alive long enough, you might end up not constantly getting raped by a group of bookworms. You hope that if you write enough letters to the state senate, they will allocate funds to help expand the prison library. You hope you can help guys get their diplomas, and hopefully, it helps them get by on the outside. You hope to successfully escape from prison, and you hope your friend finds the note you hid under a rock close to an oak tree. You just hope. Just like I'm hoping this video reaches you, and maybe even gets you to hit the subscribe button.
I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
Even though these themes are connected in the movie, they also resonate individually, depending on your state of being when you watch it. I mean, the first couple times I watched this movie, it was the hope thing that resonated with me. It was inspiring. Then after that, it was the courage. And then it was just how clarifying it was. You know the scene where he had that clarifying moment?
I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
It's like, oh yeah, you can appreciate that. You can want to feel like that. I want to feel like that. And sometimes I just deeply appreciate how it explores the American prison system. The Shawshank prison was obviously run with a sense of degradation towards the prisoners. So, how do you degrade people for years, normalize violence inside the walls, and isolate them from the social change happening outside, and then you expect them to rehabilitate?
Ellis Boyd Redding, your files say you've served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? Well, now let me see. You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. To me, it's just a made-up word. A politician's word, so that young fellas like yourself can wear a suit and a tie and have a job.
And on my most recent watch, what resonated with me the most was where it depicted male friendship. Ultimately, the reason why everyone loves the Shawshank Redemption is because it has something for everyone. Worst case scenario, you enjoy 2 hours of a purely written, excellently acted, and well directed movie. That is the worst case scenario. But I know you most likely end up watching a movie that speaks to you or just awakens you in some ways, regardless of how many times you've seen it. That is the magic. In the words of Tim Robbins,
it was a struggle to get there, but at the end, it's about something.